Okay. All right. So yeah, just scroll down. Let's just go through this.
Documents.
Server. We check the key. Supported environments. NTL authentication. Server database requirements. We're good there. Using the default system SQL administrator server login account is not recommended, so we'll use a service account. You just use the same one you use for QMM.
Okay.
Are we logged on as the service account that you might
Uh,
want to use?
yes, I'm logged in with the service account.
Okay, great. We're all set. All right. The incoming firewall rules on the machine that hosts the SQL Server instance must be modified. Yes, we know that. That one's easy. It's already done. Okay, let's go to the next page. General requirements. General requirements. Fully functional physical as well as virtual machines are setting up. Okay. Just talking general stuff.
Yep.
BinaryTree servers must be connected to LAN. Yeah. Exchange access requirements. Okay, we're not dealing with the exchange quite yet.
So should we skip that section, the exchange access requirements?
Actually, I think we may be prompted for credentials into that system. So if this service account still has access over the exchange, then we should be okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it in the installer. Okay, Active Directory, minimum membership of domain users. Okay, so I'm presume that your service account has got all these rights already.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Exchange, administrative right to exchange, SQL Server, BinaryTree server. Okay, post-sync PowerShell script requirements. Following requirements must be on post-sync PowerShell script option, PowerShell 4, the credentials specified on the target. Okay, so this is just saying, this is a kind of a one-off if you're using the PowerShell script requirement thing. Then you'll need that PowerShell 4. So we're not overly concerned with this at the moment. We'll deal with that later. Directory sync pro for Active Directory network requirements. Next. Okay, so the ports 1433 again, 88 these are going to be uh, typically opened. Yeah, so we're good there. Protocols, UDP and TCP, 88 So this just goes a rundown. If we run into anything, we'll just open it up and check the firewall. I usually take my firewalls down in a private lab anyway, just to avoid any headaches. Okay. Hardware requirements, yada yada yada. Workstation and member server system requirements, yeah, that's okay. Networking requirements, domain controller access, yeah. All very standard type stuff. There's really nothing tricky about the ports here. You know what I mean? So, okay, SSL certificates, migrator profactor does not require HTTP. So you can set it up like that, but we can just use HTTP. However, it is strongly recommended to implement migrator profactor directly using HTTPS. But we'll just keep it simple. And service account requirements, the ability to create or modify user objects in desired OUs, which is obvious, and we know we've got God rights across the board, so user credentials with delegated migrate SID history, extended right. That's the one might have to be added there, but we'll come across that. If it can't migrate SID history,
Yep.
we'll know that we got to add it. The service account in each user target domain with the ability to modify computer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Offline domain join in order to successfully facilitate the new cache credentials job, which supports the offline domain join feature. A one-way external trust must be configured from the source domain to the target domain. You probably have a trust already that's both directions to you.
That's stated. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next. Migrator proactive basic install requirements. Again, all standard and we're covered for. We've got 8.4.8, which will be installed. If you plan to have a long-term coexistence, one you will recommend using the following formula to determine if you should full edition of blah blah blah. That's SQL Server stuff. Again, we don't need to worry about that because it's a simple setup. Okay. Requirements. This seems to be repeating itself. I don't know why. That's the same thing. Network requirements, SSL certificate. Okay.
Actually,
And
so I'm just referring to the PDF file. It's much easier to read from the PDF.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and launch that and see how we do. We'll just fix up some stuff. If there's anything else we're missing here, we'll fix it up as we go.
Perfect. Okay, I'll just close this down. Okay. So I'll just run the setup, right?
Yes, just get it started, and then give me 1 sec. I do want to look at something here. Okay, yeah, go next.
Right. I accept.
And yes, the advanced review and set detailed configurations for this installation. Use this option if you wish to connect to an existing SQL Server instance. So we're going to do the advanced because we're not going to let this install. So something new. Use existing SQL Server. Yeah.
And if we do use the setup to install the SQL Server, it will install the Express edition, right?
Correct.
So is this application more like a web-based application?
Yes. Pretty much 100%. Yep. IIS runs the show. There's a few agent files, exes that will get pushed out for password sync and that sort of thing. But for the most part, it's all web-based interface, and it can be a little more harder to use in some ways. It's got powerful features, but it can be harder to use than OverQMM sometimes. Directory Sync Pro Services, Directory Sync Pro, Migrator Pro Console, Migrator Pro for Active Directory. Installs this Migrator Pro for Active Directory reports. Just Migrator Pro for Active Directory. Put on the second one. Yeah. Third one. Third one. Sorry. Yeah. Migrator Sync Pro, Migrator Pro. Oh no! Just take off that third one. This interface is a little bit different from the one I've seen before. I think this. It looks to me like the second one is putting in both Sync Pro and Migrator Pro. So I think we've got them both there. The third one is if you don't want Sync Pro, even though the first one says Sync Pro.
Okay.
That's confusing. Why do they have the first two checked?
Is a console same for Sync Pro and Migrator Pro?
Yes. Yeah. They'll show up within the same interface, and you just kind of move back and forth between it, and I'll show you that. So go ahead. That's defaulted. So let's just go with defaults.
Next. All right, so it's storing in the program files. All right, database server that you're installing too.
Yeah. So we'll browse to your instance, or you probably have to type it in manual if you can't browse to it, which would require the SQL browser, I think, to be activated in order for that to work. Most people shut down by default. Database server. So just the name of that server where your database is located should do it.
Right.
And we'll change that to Windows Authentication and use your service account.
Use authentication and the name of the database. That's fine, right?
Yep. Let's do it.
Next. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, it's setting up the database, I think.
Oh, could not connect to the
Oh,
SQL
we couldn't
server.
connect. Login time.
I'm already
Okay,
fine.
try to use that fully qualified and backslash instance name. Or what happens when we go to browse and that's already populated there? Does it help? If
You see
anything,
that?
let's just see if it maybe locates instance names by doing that. Can you ping that machine from here?
Sure. Yep.
Is the firewall up? Can we ping, or we can't telnet maybe from this machine because telnet's not installed, but want to see that 1433 is accessible.
I think it is running, yeah. So do you want me to ping it from here as well, the one we're installing on?
Sure.
Yep, it's loading.
Okay, so we can at least see our machines in both directions. Let's bring up your studio manager there, and or check the firewall too. We're gonna check the firewall as well. Is the firewall up on the
I think I've turned off the firewall on machines, but I'll just let it bounce. Yeah, it's turned off.
Okay, it's down. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at the services and check the instance name of your SQL Server. Should be probably just be MS SQL Server, the standard. Uh, oh yeah, that's Q. That's QMM. So the SQL Server's on this box too, right?
Yes. I think it's this one. Yeah, instance one.
Okay, that's your Atom. That's Atom, and okay, so your SQL is called QMM. Go back to your SQL Server.
Okay.
SQL S SQL
Sorry.
Server. Type
Yeah.
S.
SQL Server.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so your SQL Server instance is called QMM instance. So we're going to do a / QMM instance. See if we can find it that way.
/ QMM.
I think it's a / If this doesn't work, then okay, go to next. We'll try / if that doesn't work.
I hope it's not case sensitive too.
Yeah, I don't think it's case sensitive, but go to the other machine while this is working. Go back to your SQL Server machine and bring up Studio Manager. Can't connect for some reason. You can try the / there, and then / and next. And can we ping the short name? It's like the database existed previously and has been renamed on the SQL Server. Well, that's just weird. So in other words, it's like it denied in the database master. Okay, so we might not have the appropriate permissions. So what we're going to want is a DB creator, and so let's go to SQL Server Management Studio, and we'll check on our service account to see what kind of roles it's part of.
So just to confirm the account that I need to log in over here with, should it be the source service account or the target service account?
Well, whatever you've set it to in your SQL Server. So, does this account that we're logged on with have access in the SQL Server? That's what we're checking now. So,
Okay.
what are we logged on with here?
Um, this is the I'm
Just
sure.
do a who am I in command.
Yes. Okay. I think I'm logged in with the source.
Global.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
source the
source
implement.
account.
Okay, all right, and this is your console is part of the source domain in this case, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, global admin. All right, let's go check that this account does in fact have all the rights for creating things. I think that's a red herring error we just received. So, yeah, source QMM instance, and we're gonna go to Windows authentication.
The authentication. Okay.
Yeah. If we're logged on with your service account, we should be global admin. This should work. Good. Go to security. Logons.
Logouts.
Okay, yeah. We don't have any logons for. That's weird. How can that be? Credentials should be under logons, but what's going on here? Credentials.
Nothing under credentials. Should I double click on it?
No, I don't think it'll help. Server objects, replication management, expand management. This is server 2014. Maybe something's a little bit different here. Log extensions. Source map one. Killer instance. Well, how did we log on if that account isn't even? That's weird, isn't it? And
Yes.
and wow, the rest of them server objects, server roles, server objects. What are we missing here?
Application.
Oh, built-in users. We must be coming in. Well, no,
Yeah, probably.
built-in
But
users.
yeah, my account is not the built-in user. That is. Not sure if that should be here. This is a group, right? The built-in slash users.
Yeah, go to built-in users. Go to properties of it.
Properties.
Securables. User mapping servers. What's under securables there?
The instance.
Well, I'm a little bit baffled by how we got in there without a log into it. Does authentication just authenticates without? Well, how could that be?
Can you add the account over here manually
I
to
guess
the logins
we're
table?
gonna have to, yeah. So add your account manually. It's just for the conclusion I was coming to. We're just gonna have to add it, which is very weird. So search global admin. We'll get that. Make sure everything's working. Okay. That's source map one. Change your location to the source DM. Yeah. Expand.
Interesting.
Global admin.
So, just a question. Over here, where we are installing the BT, this is in the destination domain. And right now, I'm logged in with a destination service account. So should
Oh,
I add that too to the table?
yeah, yeah, but isn't your console, this console that we're installing BT on, is a source domain console, isn't it?
It's actually it's on a destination domain.
Oh, it's on the destination. Okay, okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's different. So yeah, we what we want to do is add the destination account then. Okay. Yeah. All right. Server roles.
Oops.
Give us DB creator.
You know.
Yeah, and just put in setup admin for good measure and server admin. I think we only need DB creator, pretty sure, but I just add them both there just for good measure so we don't have to get stuck. Okay, say okay to that.
Okay, so create field for login. So does not perform permission to perform this action. So I think the account that I'm logged in with,
Yeah.
it does not have permission.
All right. Okay. Well, if it's going to do that, then reset the password on SA so you know what it is, and log in as SA. That's bizarre. I've
Let's
never
try.
seen that before. Where it's go to just before we do this. Go
Oops,
to
sorry.
that's
My bad,
okay.
sorry.
That's okay. You can leave it undisconnected. I want to go down to the menu system anyway for a minute because they used to have the separated out configuration editors and stuff. Go to down below, down to the Windows menu, and under expand your SQL Server 2014 there. We've also got 28 on here too. Oh, could we be accessing an older version and that's why we're not seeing it? Did we access 2008?
No, I think we are in 2014.
Okay. Yeah, we still had access to it, so yeah. All right. Configuration, share and usage. Look at all the stuff in here. Management Studio, Installation Center, Profiler, Reporting Service. Configuration Manager, the second one? Second or third one down? Yeah. Okay, everything's enabled there, yeah. Okay. That's not going to be helpful. Okay, let's just make sure that your SA account. I guess in 2014 we must have to add permissions through Active Directory to give it full permissions to the database. But let's just change the SA password just to make this easier. So
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have to connect again there.
My domain controller?
No, you're gonna have to reconnect into the SQL database here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Data connect, database engine.
Yeah.
And should I select SQL Server authentication?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Do you already know what the password is?
Uh, yeah, I think I did set it like when I installed. Let me see. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Add it now.
Oops. Was it under security? Yeah. Log on, log in. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
there it
There we
is.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now we're under. We just didn't have permissions to see that account. Is all. Although SA. Oh yeah, there it is down below. Sysmap1. So we don't want to use local accounts either. We want to use domain accounts whenever we can. But let's go ahead. We'll be able to add it now. So just redo that for the target destination.
Double roles. DB creator.
And server admin.
So,
Yeah.
okay, that's done.
Okay. Now we should be good. For the console, we're gonna have to log on. Or no, we should be okay. I don't think we need a new security token because we just added here, so we weren't added to a group per se. Okay, we should be okay. So go back to the other and try again.
Okay, back here. Just hit next, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Wait, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah. Database server that you were installing
Okay.
to. You might want to browse because it complained that it was already set up, but that's just a red herring error, I think. But let's just make sure something else didn't get created on us.
So this is the different connection name now, right? I think the earlier one was different. Should I just type it in again?
Yep. You can type in your own name. Oh no, this says database server. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead. I thought that was asking us to name it there for a minute. My eyes aren't so good.
Yes, it was QMM.
Yeah. It's
So that's like Windows authentication, right?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, let's
Let me.
try that.
Perfect. Understood.
Okay. So you can go back and enter credentials to use the BinaryTree Sync Pro for Active Directory service. Yep. Same credentials.
Just phrases in a secure place for visual plans. You need this phrase for all installations, access classes.
Just
So
the
this is something new.
password is all
Password.
they're asking for. Password, yeah. So use your standard password that you'll never forget.
Yep. Database. So the logs are stored as well on the database.
Yes. Yeah, everything is contained in the database in SQL Server. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the SQL Server database. Everything's contained in there, and it'll pull everything out and put it in the interface. So,
Yep.
alrighty, looks like we're done. Click finish. Oh, just on that part. Yep, install was complete. Great.
All right.
Yep, close that and go ahead and launch it.
Should it be launched using Edge, or is it okay with IE as well?
I'm using. I think it's showing up in Edge for me. Yeah.
Wait, man. Okay, it's not going to allow me to do that. Okay.
Great.
Oh,
Okay, we'll just go with this then.
yeah.
We should right before you. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and try it. I want to see what it does. We might just can make sure that pop-up blockers disabled and cookies are allowed and all the good stuff.
So connected to the same phone on. Oops, not going through. I don't know why. Let me try launching it with Edge.
Yeah. Kill that browser altogether.
Yeah. Open. How should I open it with?
You'll have to go into the menu system and set your default browser. Yeah.
So, that's Edge. Done.
There we go. All right. That was the install, which is pretty straightforward, but I just gotta